It got sold in an auction in 2016. It had over 200,000 miles. So that mileage got rolled back from 215,000 miles to 106,000 miles. So hey, I just want to show you guys why it's so important to always do a VIN check on a car before you go look at it. I was looking at this Mini Cooper here just now and it looks like a good deal. You know, it's 43. I just sold a similar one of these for 5,300 and it sold the same day. I put the ad up that morning and it sold. It was a S. It had 110,000 miles on it. So I texted this guy and let me just show you the text. Asked him the mileage. He said a little under 120,000. So that's cool. It's a good deal. The one I just sold for 5,300, and it had about 110,000 miles. I could easily sell this one, you know, for 5,300, 5,500. And I talked to him on the phone. Everything sounded good. I was about to go there right now. Even if I bought it for I could probably get it for $4,000, but if I got it for, you know, even the 4,300, I could still easily make $1,000 if there's nothing wrong with it. And I didn't even have to ask him for the VIN. It has the license plate right here in the ad, and I'll leave a link with the site I use. Just faxvin.com. You just you type the license plate in here, the state, check it. It's totally free. I just use that, copy and paste the VIN, and then I use InstaVIN to get my reports. Maybe if you're buying a car for yourself, you know, you're spending more than $3,000, you probably want to use a Carfax and be more picky. But InstaVIN, if you buy 6 reports at once, is $30, I think. So it's only $5 a report. Super cheap. It's fine for what I use it for. And let me show you right here. It catches mileage rollback, which is the main thing I'm looking for. And it also catches, you know, it'll tell you if there's like a lot of owners. Like this car is a 2008. It's only a 10-year-old car. And it's had 7 reported events. It's had like 6 or 7 owners or something. And it has this big red thing right here. The warning, caution, green, no problems. Sometimes it'll have the warning or the caution if it has like recalls, which, you know, that's fine. They're just safety recalls. You can get them done for free. Click on this. Brand and not actual odometer. So there's been mileage rollback. The mileage went from 150,000, 170,000 down to 106,000 in California, and it got moved from North Carolina to California. So it got rolled way back already. I look over here in this other odometer thing. It got sold in an auction in 2016. It had over 200,000 miles. So that mileage got rolled back from 215,000 miles to 106,000 miles. And chances are when you look at that mileage, I don't see a lot of Mini Coopers with miles that high. And it looks, so it went from 106, so the guy said it has 118,000 miles. He's driven at like 12,000 miles. He said there's nothing wrong with it. I'm guessing that this car probably has a new engine. And because it was sold at an auction with that many miles, probably needed a new engine. They probably switched the engine, but then they rolled back the odometers on the dashboard. Which honestly, if it has a good engine and everything, it might be good, but you got to realize all the other parts are that old. And then if you're selling it to somebody else, it's got that mileage rollback, and it's probably legal to sell the car with that. And I bet you the owner that has it now, he probably doesn't even know that it has that rollback on it. I mean, he might. Maybe that's why he's selling it so cheap, but he might not. He could not even know. He just thinks it has less than 120,000 miles. So I just want to share. And I've also caught mileage rollback on another car, and I was stupid and didn't check it before I went and saw it. I got excited for the deal. I drove like an hour down there and then remembered to check it when I was down there. I asked him for the VIN through text too, and he didn't send it back to me. And I could tell it was a good deal. It was going to go fast, so I ran down there real quick, checked it when I was down there, caught mileage rollback, wasted all my time, you know, wasted like 2 hours of driving, which is terrible. And then there was another car I was going to get. The guy told me it had pretty low miles, I think, and then I ran a check, said it had over 1,000 miles, and I asked him, I'm like, hey, what's up with that? And he said, oh, it has a new engine and transmission in it. So he told me the miles that were on the new engine and transmission, not the miles on the odometer. And it was a cheap price. It was a good price probably for it, but still I would have wasted my time going out there. So, and if I didn't take my time looking at the car, look at the odometer, I might not have even noticed too if I didn't run a check. So it would have wasted a shit ton of time there. So I just wanted to show you guys how important it is to run these checks before you buy a car. And another terrible story. My neighbors across the street bought their car and for some reason ran a VIN check out of curiosity after she bought the car. My friend's wife got it. Found there was mileage rollback on the car after, and they got it from, and you know, they tried to call the guy, wasn't answering his phone. It sounded like a car flipper. I think he got it at an auction. He for sure knew about that. That's why they got a good deal on the car. So always run a check before you do this. I'll leave a link for this license plate lookup. I'll leave a link for InstaVIN too. The link with InstaVIN is not affiliated, but I would recommend them. It's, you know, you can get a report for $5 each or $6 each or something like that. It's a way better deal than Carfax. And if you're buying a lot of cars, you're not going to spend, you know, all the money on Carfax. It's just not worth it. So let me know if you like this in the comments. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.